Welcome to the Holly Hibbard Leadership Podcast, your go-to source for actionable insights, practical advice, and inspiring stories to help you lead with faith-filled purpose at work and at home. If you're looking to equip, empower, and encourage yourself to thrive in an ever-changing world, you're in the right place. I'm Holly Hibbard, and with over 20 years of experience as a science teacher, leadership coach, entrepreneur, and relationship mentor, I understand the challenges and growth opportunities that come with pursuing your passion. Whether you're chasing career goals, taking entrepreneurial leaps, or finally reaching for those long postponed ambitions, I'm here to help. So let's get comfortable having uncomfortable conversations and explore ways you can lead your family, lead your life, and find your calling with intention and faith. Well, howdy, partner. Today I'm talking to the Lone Rangers out there. So yeah, I'm going to be a little cheesy, and that's okay. Lone Ranger syndrome. What on earth is that? Well, in another way to put it, why you keep doing things alone. And I'm going to be doing this episode for you today as your fellow introvert. If you are a Lone Ranger type person, it could be because you are an introvert like me. It might not be, but I want to break down why we tend to lean toward doing things alone when we have the opportunity to be around other people. Some of these things could be a positive situation, which I'll highlight, but also this could be a way for you to cop out on yourself and on your potential. And we don't want that. I don't want you selling out on yourself. So let's break down where all these things come from. Like I said, I am an introvert. And if you are not aware of what introvert and extrovert is, it doesn't mean that you're outgoing or you're shy. An introvert is a person who recharges their batteries when they're really exhausted. They recharge their batteries by having time in solitude or just some quiet time, because less sensory stimulation, the better. An extrovert is a person who, when they feel depleted and tired, they recharge their batteries and regain energy by being around other people. And lucky me, I am an introvert, so I recharge in solitude, and I am married to an extrovert. My daughter is an extrovert also. So if it wasn't for my husband and daughter, I don't know how often I would leave the house, honestly. Mostly because I do have so much going on, and I do get overstimulated, and the only way for me to reset is to have some time to myself. And that's taken some adjustment as a family. But it doesn't necessarily mean that I want to do things alone and not be with other people. Even being an entrepreneur and a one-woman show and what I do in my own coaching and consulting practice, I am associated with Reaching Higher. I am one of the directors of a nonprofit called Reaching Higher, and I love being around people. I love working with my team. I love the times when we can get together and have creativity time and brainstorm about what we're doing and the different populations of people that we're bringing leadership trainings to. It is so important for me, I know, to get out of my Lone Ranger mode and get out there and connect with other people. So why, if there's a benefit to being around others, why might someone keep doing things alone? Well, as I highlighted a second ago, we might lean toward doing things alone simply because we don't have the emotional energy to get out there and truly connect with people. Connecting with people can take up a lot of focus and energy, and it seemingly doesn't seem like it would, but just being in a loud or crowded space, if you are an introvert and you don't know it, that alone can feel really exhausting, because while you're trying to focus and have a great time or a productive conversation, the distraction is zapping your batteries. At the same time, you also might be doing things alone because you know that you focus best when you are in peace and quiet and silence. Like, there are some good things to doing things alone. But what if you're selling out on yourself? And here is where, again, from a personal leadership perspective, I want to push myself out of my comfort zone. I want to, especially with the other people that I'm with at Reaching Higher, I love sitting down with people who have been in different industries longer than me and completely different arenas too. People who work in the corporate world and manufacturing and public education in a different way that I was. I love hearing other people's perspectives and experiences and seeing how we're coming together to create one unique thing. But that requires me to get out of my comfort zone and sometimes leave my home, and that's okay. But more so when we are together, even in a virtual space, if we have a virtual meeting room, we have all made the commitment that when we are together, we are authentic and genuine. We talk about what we are actually thinking. We have a commitment to say, hey, that's a great idea, or let's save that for another time, or here's the suggestion that I have on how this could be improved or made more efficient or impact more people. And that's an agreement that we have with one another because our commitment is to pull the best out of each other. And we know that when we go back to our caves and we're working on our own for the other times, we're not able to do that alone. The only way to get the greatest part of us out is for another person to see it, to hear it, to experience it, and encourage it to come out. And that is why sometimes it's easier to do things alone because maybe you're not ready to have the greatest part of you out there yet. And what is that about? I don't say that from a judgmental place, but from a place of, hey, let's notice for a second, why is it more comfortable to do things alone? What about you? Are you fearful or nervous or anxious about other people seeing? Is it you feel incompetent? Do you feel unpolished, not educated enough? Do you feel like you stick out like a sore thumb? Like you're not part of something greater? But those things that make you unique are the things that are going to make you the most successful version of yourself with your career, with your purpose, with your family, with your friends, with your life. And so you doing things alone can be selling out on yourself because you're not sharing you with people. And then when the right people see that and point out to you who you truly are, the most beautiful version of you, the greatest, wisest version of you, that gift that you have, that you didn't know was such a gift until someone listens to you and sees it and goes, wait a second, do you know how great that is? Those little sparks is what takes you toward what you're meant to do. But you're not going to have those interactions if you keep committing to doing things alone. If you keep convincing yourself that you aren't to be collaborating with other people, it's just not the truth of who you are. And so this is why it's so important. I actually am going to be teaching a course, Reaching Higher, for professionals. So this is just for adults. We have a youth program, and I'll be teaching it starting June 12th of 2024. It's an evening course. And this is such a huge component of what we do. We bring people together from all walks of life, all different ages, 18 and up, but all different ages, levels of experience, different sides of the country, different sides of town, different backgrounds, because we want to give people the opportunity to practice being seen and being with one another. You don't have to do things alone. It also doesn't mean that you have to be everyone's friend, but wouldn't it be great to be able to be seen by someone? I have somebody see something in you that it's not your family member or your spouse where they're like obligated to tell you that they love you or how great you are, but someone who doesn't know you yet can pinpoint the next level of excellence for you. I would love to have you join me in that. I'll put the link in the show notes for today. You can also find the information on my bio. And if you're listening to this later and you missed it and you want to be in, just reach out to me because we'll have another one coming up not too long after this one. But it's time for you to stop doing things alone. Have others see you because you are worth being seen. Let me know your thoughts. Does this feel real for you? Is this something you're like, I don't know, Holly, that's kind of weird. I want to know what you have to say. Be courageous. Drop me a note, leave me a comment, tell me what you think. I want to know your actual thoughts on this. How do you feel about you? And until next time, I'll talk to you next time. Thanks for listening. I'm high-fiving you right now because I'm so proud of you for putting your personal growth first. Remember, I believe in you, and with faith-filled intention and committed actions, you can lead your life, purpose, and family to wherever you dream possible. If you enjoyed this episode, it would mean so much to me if you'd take 30 seconds to help others discover the show. Leave a 5-star review on Apple Podcast, share the show with your friends and family, or screenshot this episode to your Instagram stories and tag me at the Holly Hibbard. Remember, you're not alone in this journey. I'm always here cheering you on, and until next time, stay curious, remain encouraged, and keep empowering yourself. You're doing better than you think, I promise.